This isn't an ordinary decision. 6 pills, 6 colors, 6 paths of your soul. The choice you make now may reveal what is hidden deep within you. Carl Jung claimed that what attracts us is a reflection of what lies deepest within us. Each color, each pill, is a reflection of a different part of your being. Parts that are still waiting to be discovered. This isn't just a choice. It's an invitation to look within yourself, to face what hides in the shadows, deep in your soul. Your decision is like a key to a lock that opens the gates to unknown spaces within you. The red pill, with its intense, vibrant color, symbolizes the primal force that lies within each of us. Instinct, will to power, passions, and above all, the shadow, that is, the dark side of our psyche, which we often try to hide. Carl Jung said that the shadow is not only what is bad or negative, but everything we are ashamed of in ourselves. These are traits, emotions, or behaviors that we consider unacceptable, yet they are an integral part of our identity. This short video is an invitation to confront what is hidden, what still remains on the edge of our consciousness. A person who chooses the red pill is someone who is not afraid to confront their own shadow. They may have experienced moments of inner unrest, tension, as if they were constantly fighting with themselves. Maybe it's someone who wants to break through their inner limitations, to face the traumas that have been buried deep in their soul but have never truly healed. The color red is life-giving energy. Fire that not only destroys, but also gives new life. It's a symbol of transformation, of the constant struggle that leads to rebirth. Choosing this pill signals that this person is facing profound inner changes, ready to confront what is unknown and often painful, but necessary for personal growth. It's a spiritual process in which breaking old barriers, fears, and limitations becomes the foundation for future freedom. The blue pill is a color that has symbolized calm, intellect, and introspection for centuries. It is the color of the deep sky, of open spaces of the mind, where we find answers to questions about the meaning of existence. In a psychological context, the blue pill points to the archetype of the seeker, who wanders in search of knowledge, truth, and spiritual peace. This is a person who focuses on understanding themselves and the world around them in order to find a place where they feel whole and complete. When you choose the blue pill, you embark on a path that leads to deeper awareness and inner harmony. It's a choice that invites you to work with your mind, to engage in philosophical reflection, to seek meaning in everything that surrounds you. The color blue is often associated with the cool, rational side of our psyche, with our desire to understand, analyze, and organize the world around us in a logical and coherent way. In Jungian psychology, blue symbolizes the search for transcendence, the pursuit of higher consciousness, and the understanding of what lies beyond our everyday perception. It is also a symbol of the inner journey undertaken by anyone who wishes to discover the meaning of life. A person who chooses this pill is usually seeking peace and balance both in the external world and within themselves. It may be someone who feels an inner emptiness, a need to find answers to questions that have so far remained unclear. Choosing the blue pill can also mean that this person is in a deep phase of introspection. They often struggle with a chaos of emotions and thoughts that demand to be sorted out. This pill contains the need to understand both oneself and others. This may be someone who spends a lot of time reflecting, analyzing different aspects of their life, trying to find meaning in the experiences they've gone through. The blue pill is the color of intellect, and thus also a symbol of rationalization, the ability to explain one's emotions in a way that is understandable and logical. Psychologically, the blue pill is also an invitation to contemplate deep questions about the nature of existence. Carl Jung believed that only through inner understanding can we reach our full nature. A person who chooses this pill is ready to embark on an inner journey in search of truth, both the universal kind and the one that is personal, unique to themselves. This often means adopting the attitude of a student, ready to learn and to open up to new, unexplored areas of consciousness. The blue pill is also a color that relates to integration, especially in the context of integrating the aspect of our psyche that demands attention. Choosing this pill indicates that the person wants to harmonize different parts of themselves, emotions, thoughts, desires, and make them coherent. It's a process that can be painful, but it's also fundamental in order to move to a higher level of self-awareness. It can also mean that the person is at a stage of seeking inner peace after experiencing crises or trauma. Choosing the blue pill may indicate a longing for peace and balance that is missing in everyday life. It could be someone who, after a long period of chaos and emotional turmoil, is searching for an oasis of calm in their mind, a place where they could find solace. Jung suggested that the seeker is an archetype who strives for fulfillment through spiritual growth and the pursuit of transcendence. A person who chooses this pill is most likely experiencing a time when they must make a decision about their further development, both personal and spiritual. Choosing this pill may suggest that this person is facing big questions about their life, their place in the world, and about what truth is, how to find it, and how to live it. In Jungian psychology, the color blue is also associated with the archetype of the sage, an inner force that enters our lives when we need wisdom and understanding. Whoever chooses the blue pill embarks on a path that is not always easy, but leads to deep discoveries about oneself and the world. It's a path full of questions, but also answers that change your life. It's a call to go beyond the boundaries of what is known, to discover new perspectives that transform our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The yellow pill is a color that symbolizes awareness, clarity, and transformation. It's a color that attracts light and warmth, while at the same time representing a profound transformation of the ego. In Jungian psychology, yellow is a symbol of the process of individuation, a process in which a person strives to unite different aspects of their psyche, to fully integrate those parts of themselves that have long been separated, rejected, or unconscious. Choosing the yellow pill is a step toward conscious transformation with the goal of fully embracing oneself, both the dark and the light sides. It's a sign that you are ready for a process of growth in which you will confront your past, but also be able to embrace the future in all its complexity. By choosing this pill, you open yourself up to a new awareness. An awareness that allows you to see not only what is bright and obvious in your life, but also what is hidden in the shadows, in the subtle spaces in between. The color yellow, with its warm glow, also refers to inner wisdom, to an understanding that doesn't come only from logical thinking, but from deep, intuitive knowledge. A person who chooses this pill is ready to understand themselves and the world around them in a way that goes beyond ordinary perception. It is a step towards discovering one's true self, towards fully accepting oneself in every aspect, without fear of what might be revealed. The yellow pill is also a symbol of the fullness of life energy, which occurs at the moment when we stop rejecting parts of ourselves and become whole. Choosing this pill indicates a person who is ready to embrace the challenges of personal growth, especially those that involve breaking through the boundaries of the ego and expanding their consciousness. It often also means being ready to let go of the past, understanding its impact on the present, but also being open to what is new, unexplored, and full of potential. Yellow is the color of transformation. It is a bold step toward the future, which involves stepping out of your comfort zone and accepting change as an essential part of life. Carl Jung said that individuation is a process that leads us to become who we truly are, not who we try to be because of social expectations or external influences. The yellow pill is a choice for those who wish to go through this process with openness and readiness for deep transformation. It's the color of awareness, as well as the color of freshness, indicating the ability for new beginnings and openness to the unknown. By choosing this pill, you embark on a path that leads to a fuller understanding of yourself. This is a time when you can fully integrate different parts of your psyche, including those that were previously unconscious, misunderstood, or rejected. Yellow is also the color of equality, which is about accepting all aspects of yourself, both those that are social and those that are more personal. It's a choice of conscious development, which allows you to break free from illusion and look at yourself in a completely truthful way, without a mask. Choosing the yellow pill also means being open to spiritual growth, a readiness to work on yourself in a way that allows you to fully free yourself from limitations. You might feel that you're at a point where life no longer gives you the same answers as before, and what once was true now starts to seem only partial. Choosing this pill is an invitation to explore the unknown within yourself, as well as to go through a stage where you have to let go of old beliefs about who you are in order to open up to a new, more complete version of yourself. Jung emphasized that individuation is a process that combines both light and shadow, consciousness and the unconscious. Choosing the yellow pill means choosing to be open to this process, to this journey, where there is no room for hiding from yourself. It is a choice of transformation that allows you to become a whole person, internally unified and fully aware of your abilities, strengths, as well as weaknesses, which are no longer seen as something to be ashamed of, but as a part of what makes us unique. The brown pill is a color that evokes the image of earth, roots, and survival. It is a color that represents being grounded, but also the weight of the past. In Jungian psychology, brown is the color that connects us with our past, with our ancestors, with what has been inherited both physically and psychologically. It is a color that leads us to the deeply hidden layers of our psyche, to unconscious beliefs, traumas, and unresolved emotional processes that have become rooted in us over the years, often as a result of childhood experiences as well as intergenerational relationships. Choosing the brown pill is like returning to our roots, to those primal experiences that still govern our lives, even though many of them have been forgotten or suppressed. It is a symbolic journey into the depths of our own history, in search of the sources of our fears, doubts, and also our strength. A person who chooses the brown pill is ready to confront what has been pushed aside, with unresolved emotions that may have been within us for generations, waiting to be revealed. The color brown is associated with life on Earth, with what is stable, yet unchanging. It is a color that reminds us of the power of nature and the cycle of life that has been ongoing for generations. Choosing this pill may indicate a need to heal from the past, to reconnect with what is authentic, with what was once forgotten or hidden. It is an invitation to recognize that our roots influence who we are now, and that understanding this history is key to our transformation. Psychologically, the brown pill points to a person who, in some way, carries the weight of the past within themselves. It could be someone who feels burdened by family tradition, social expectations, or unfulfilled dreams that do not belong to them, but have been imposed on them by previous generations. Choosing this pill may signify a desire to free oneself from that burden, as well as an openness to healing, a process that allows for the transformation of what is repressed or forgotten in our psyche, yet still influences our decisions and relationships. Brown is also a color that relates to survival instincts, to those primal mechanisms that have shaped us throughout our lives. Choosing this pill is a symbol of a person who is ready to confront these instincts, those aspects of themselves that are most deeply rooted in our bodies, in our heritage, but which do not always serve our complete freedom. It is also an invitation to understand how our physical and emotional traces of the past influence our lives now. In the context of Jungian archetypes, the brown pill refers to the archetype of Mother Earth, which symbolizes both care and stability, but also traditions and dependencies that are not always beneficial to us. A person who chooses this pill may be at a stage in their life where they need to understand how their relationships with their mother, with their ancestors, and also with the past may be limiting them. This is a moment when one reflects on what truly belongs to them and what has been imposed on them by others. Brown is also a color that reminds us of suffering, but also of great resilience. Choosing this pill may be a sign that the person is going through a healing process, especially in the context of traumas that have been imprinted on their body and psyche by previous generations. It often means that they are ready to make the effort to change negative emotional and karmic patterns that have been passed down to them. This process is not just about understanding, but about healing, returning to oneself through forgiveness and acceptance. The brown pill is also an invitation to recognize that the past does not define the future. By choosing it, this person faces the necessity of taking responsibility for their life, both for what they have inherited from their ancestors and for what has been given to them. It's the moment when one chooses to consciously cut off from what no longer serves them and to build their future on foundations created through long-term work on themselves and inner healing. The green pill is a color that radiates balance, healing, and renewal. It is a color associated with nature, with life that is constantly growing and changing. In Jungian psychology, green is a symbol of the healing process, inner regeneration, and a return to harmony. It is a color that draws the attention of anyone who wishes to heal their relationships with others, with themselves, and also with nature, in which we are all rooted. It is a pill for those who feel that the time has come to heal their wounds, to regain lost balance, and to find the inner strength for further growth. Choosing the green pill means being ready to open your heart both to yourself and to others. A person who chooses this pill embarks on a path where they have a chance for deep emotional transformation. In Jungian psychology, this process is often identified with the stage of individuation, in which a person becomes aware of their inner contradictions and is ready to reconcile them. Green is a color that symbolizes the pursuit of harmony, balance, and also acceptance. The color green is also associated with inner growth, with the stage in which we begin to realize how important it is to nurture our inner strength. This may mean healing from old wounds, from emotional hurts or family conflicts that still cast a shadow over our lives. Choosing this pill is a sign that you are ready to open yourself up to the healing process in a complete, holistic way, integrating not only the body, but also the mind and spirit. The green pill is also a symbol of renewal, both physical and psychological. It may be a sign that the time has come to break out of the stagnation you've been stuck in and start pursuing your desires and goals with full force. Green is the color of growth, life, and development, so choosing this pill is also an invitation to live fully, to step out of the shadow of the past, and to find new energy for action. In Jungian psychology, green also symbolizes inner integration, where different aspects of the psyche begin to work in unity. It may be a sign that you are on the path to uniting your inner contradictions, to understanding how many different parts of yourself can coexist in harmony. The green pill is an encouragement to accept those parts of yourself that have so far been ignored or suppressed. It's also an invitation to deeper self-reflection, to understand how our emotions, relationships, and inner needs shape us. Choosing this pill also indicates a readiness to heal interpersonal relationships, both those rooted in the past and those that are still ongoing. Green is the color of love, empathy, and compassion. That's why this pill symbolizes the desire to open your heart to others, but also to yourself. It may be a call to forgive yourself for past mistakes, to accept who you are in this moment, and to begin the healing process that is necessary to move forward fully. The green pill is also an invitation to connect with nature and to incorporate it as a healing force in your life. Jung believed that nature is one of the most powerful tools for healing the soul, and that its rhythms and cycles can help restore inner balance. A person who chooses this pill may feel an inner need to immerse themselves in nature, to get closer to themselves through the peace and quiet it offers. It is also a symbol of connection with the life force that guides us through every stage of healing. The green pill is also a symbol of complete acceptance of oneself and others, both emotionally and spiritually. Choosing this pill may mean that you are ready to discover and embrace your sensitivity, your inner gentleness, but also the strength that lies in healing. A person who chooses this pill is open to growth and transformation, ready to integrate different aspects of their personality. The green pill is also a sign that the time has come to ask yourself, am I ready for complete healing? Choosing this pill is an invitation to embrace inner balance and healing, which will allow you to reclaim your wholeness. The red and yellow pill is a combination of two opposing, yet at the same time complementary energies, the fiery shadow and the light of transformation. It is a symbol of spiritual integration, which consists of uniting the conflicting aspects of our psyche, what is dark and unconscious within us, with what is full of light, understanding, and wisdom. In Jungian psychology, this merging of shadow and light is crucial to the process of individuation, a process in which a person becomes whole, fully integrated with all their contradictions. Choosing this pill is a sign that you are on the threshold of a great spiritual transformation, ready to unite these two forces in order to gain profound inner strength. The red and yellow colors indicate a person who is standing on the threshold, at the edge of a breakthrough moment in their life. It is a spiritual union of shadow and light, of inner struggle and ultimate understanding, which makes you ready to move to a higher level of development. The red color represents intense emotions, struggle, and passion. Meanwhile, yellow is a symbol of awareness and transcendence. Their combination in this capsule indicates that you are at a stage where complete transformation becomes possible not only through understanding, but also by bravely facing the dark, unconscious parts of yourself. By choosing the red and yellow pill, you are choosing harmony between what is internally contradictory. Red stands for passion, power, willpower, while yellow represents enlightenment, inner clarity, and the ability to gain perspective on your own life. This combination means that you need to understand your inner contradictions and not be afraid to accept them. It's not about eliminating your shadow or denying the darker aspects of yourself, but about integrating them with the rest of your psyche so they can coexist in harmony with your light. A person who chooses this pill is on the path to ultimate integration, ready for all parts of themselves to cooperate rather than fight. This pill is also a call to accept your inner diversity. The red color represents emotional intensity, while the yellow gives access to spiritual wisdom. By choosing this pill, you embark on a path where you'll have to face emotions that have been suppressed for years. With anger, pain, passion, but also with what allows you to see a greater meaning. What gives you inner clarity in the darkest moments? It's a challenge that allows you to transform your inner conflict into a strength, where both aspects, the dark and the light, can coexist, creating wholeness. In Jungian psychology, the red and yellow pills are also symbols of spiritual integration. It's a challenge that requires opening up to those aspects of yourself that have so far been ignored or repressed. Choosing this pill indicates a readiness to integrate your shadow into your daily life in a way that allows for full awareness of who you truly are. It's a process that can be painful, but also cleansing, leading to a complete transformation. The red and yellow pill is also an invitation to find balance. By choosing it, you learn that spiritual maturity is about the ability to balance opposing energies, passion and calm, darkness and light, activity and reflection. It's not just about inner integration, but also about accepting your emotions, which don't have to be suppressed, but can be expressed in a way that leads to growth and peace. For Jung, only by accepting your shadow are you able to achieve full self-awareness. Choosing this pill is also a call to live fully, without running away from difficult emotions or unpleasant parts of yourself. It's a call to face all aspects of your own psyche, both those that are bright and those that hide in the darkness. A person who chooses this pill decides to be courageous, ready to go beyond the boundaries of their previous identity, to become a more complete human being, willing to accept themselves as they are. The red plus yellow pill is a choice for those who wish to experience complete transformation and healing by balancing the two fundamental aspects of human nature, strength and wisdom. It is a step towards spiritual integration and full understanding. It's a step towards spiritual integration and a full understanding that only by accepting both of these forces within yourself can you achieve true harmony. What you choose isn't just a logical decision. It's a choice that comes from deep within your soul. Each pill you've considered says something about where you are in your life right now, about what you need to understand integrate, and transform within yourself in order to reach wholeness. What draws you in isn't random, but reflects your inner needs, your unconscious desires and longings that are waiting to be revealed. Choosing a pill is an act that says much more than just a preference for a color. It's a reflection of deep psychological processes that are guiding you toward transformation. Maybe today you still don't understand why you chose this particular pill and not another, but remember, not everything we do has to be immediately understood. Sometimes what we choose opens doors within us to a new reality that we can't yet explain. Carl Jung believed that our choices, even if they seem random, always have a deeper meaning. They are a reflection of our inner structure, our unconscious needs and aspirations. Choosing a pill is like a mirror image of what is unconscious within us, but waiting to be discovered. It's an invitation to continue the journey, a journey towards self-discovery, acceptance, and ultimate integration. No matter which pill you chose, remember that this is only the beginning. Every choice, every step, every moment in your life is part of a process that leads you to discover your full, authentic self. What is hidden within you now has the chance to become conscious and fully understood. Let your choice be a reminder that every path, though different, leads to the same goal, to the full integration of your soul. What is hidden in the shadow can now come into the light. What is unknown can become your strength. Choosing one of these pills is not the end, but the beginning of a journey that leads to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. So be ready for what comes, because every decision, every choice shapes your destiny. What you choose now says something about who you are becoming in every moment. Are you ready to fully discover your soul? Remember, what you see within yourself is not a coincidence. It is your mirror reflection.